Hello, Bell House fam. This is Coach Chris again here talking about the kettlebell swing, in particular the American kettlebell swing today. All right, the kettlebell swing starts from kettlebell, coming all the way from the hips and finishing at that full extension overhead. Okay, we're going to talk about some points of performance, and then we're actually going to be talking about what I'm looking for in the kettlebell swings today. Okay, kettlebell swing. Deadlift it up, starts from the hip. We think about is a hinge at the hip, starting here at the hip, ends up at that full extension overhead, okay? So, things you really want to think about. Heels staying on the ground through your kettlebell swing. You notice here, this might be hard to see on the screen, the heels are going to stay grounded through the entire lift, because what I'm trying to do here is hinge instead of squat maybe here, or when I hinge, my hips come back, my hip kind of hinges over, and I'm utilizing the muscles in my posterior chain, which is kind of just a fancy word for the hamstrings, the glutes, and even some of the getting into the back, okay? Those bigger movers in our legs, we utilize those by hinging at the hip, sending the butt back and the knees back, staying on the heels, and then aggressively opening the hip, swinging that kettlebell up. So, some people may think, oh, kettlebell swing, that really just blows up my shoulders. Well, really, it should be a movement that utilizes more hamstrings, glute. We should get more power from our legs and really just use our shoulders just to finish off that swing. So take a couple reps here. Going all the way overhead. Now, we're going to talk about the finish position after that overhead, okay? Whenever we finish, we really want to make sure that we end up in this fully stacked position where I'm squeezing my stomach, squeezing my glutes, back stays in that neutral position as I'm going all the way overhead. What I want to refrain from, and what you may have seen or done this before, is where we come up to the top and then maybe do some of this little poke out butt action here. We actually, just me sitting here, I'm starting to feel some pressure in my lower back into this full extension. We don't really want to get here because that's that hyper extension of the back, especially under load with the kettlebell overhead, not an ideal position for us. So I'm going to show 2 more good reps. I'm going to show 2 more bad reps when I'm talking about that hip butt and that kettlebell overhead, or that hips back and the kettlebell overhead. And then I'm going to show 2 more good reps. It'll be here. 2 good reps. 2 bad reps. And then 2 more good reps. Not something I like to do a whole lot of, just because it does put a whole lot of pressure on the low back. So if you're saying, oh man, my back always hurts at the kettlebell swings, let's make sure at the top we're not going here at the top of the rep. Now, some of this may be due to maybe shoulder mobility, not being able to get our shoulders, our hands all the way overhead. So today what I want you to do is just go to as far as you can with your shoulders while keeping that back neutral. For some of us, if it's here, cool, that's all we're going to today. I want you to pull back as far as you can with your midline. Now, if we can get to that full position, let's try to get that far. But we don't want to pull so far back, we pull our back out of alignment. So let's think about those things today as we're going through kettlebell swings in our workout. I hope you guys have a good rest of y'all's day.